Piffle, I tell you, piffle. Agreed? Yes. Good, that's the spirit. Absolutely.
Treat him like the cat with a green fat cat. You know you want to just tax him till he's squeals. He's a cat, he's a cough, it's the biggest rip-off. He's a bonus brat. Fat cat.
To Steve Bullock and Lewisham Council, this week served orders on the Secretary of State. Colleagues, let's begin with the topics then. Lewisham Hospital.
My question really is about Boris Johnson's conscience. How can he sleep at night when two of the most deprived boroughs in the whole of England, that's Lewisham and Greenwich, over 500,000 people are going to be deprived of a fantastic hospital, Lewisham Hospital, so that 750,000 people are going to be reliant on one ED, one hospital, which at the moment is absolutely stretched to capacity, closing down frequently because of overuse. My wife and another patient went on a journey to Woolwich Hospital from Lewisham Hospital, not even from the depths of Downham or Sydenham, but from Lewisham Hospital. It took her 1 hour 49 minutes yesterday from 9 o'clock. So if you've got any responsibility for health, which you keep on ducking by saying it's not your responsibility other than health inequality, can you stick to health inequality and think about the black community in this town? Sickle cell disease, diabetes, women pregnant, bleeding, they need...
Sorry. No, we take groups of questions. No, we're standing this way. That's how we're going to do it. Come on, let's go.
Hello, I'm a local GP and I'm also chair of the Safe Hospital campaign. Mayor Johnson, you asked for assurances that changes to South East London's health services would be clinically led and based on clinical evidence. But Jeremy Hunt's decision to seriously downgrade Lewisham's A&E and maternity, which will lead to the closure of his acute medical, surgical and children's wards and its ICU, and will force 4,000 women a year to go outside the borough to have their babies. This took no account of the opposition to these plans from Lewisham GP Commissioning Group, which represents all Lewisham GPs, and from all the Lewisham Hospital consultants. They all provided evidence that there was no sound clinical basis for the decision. Why do you think your concerns were ignored? Will you be pressing Jeremy Hunt to reverse his decision? Will you declare your support for the Save Lewisham Hospital campaign?
Good evening, my name's Simone Booth and I've also done the bus journey from Benham and Lewisham to Woolwich A&E, and that is available on YouTube, and that took us an hour and 50 minutes as well. I wanted to ask about population growth. Lewisham has a target of something like 1,000 new homes per year, year on year. How are we supposed to deal with that if we don't have the hospital services to support it? If we lose our maternity, if we lose our A&E, if we lose our urgent care? Kershaw's proposals are for an urgent care unit. He's just using clever wording to try and make us think it's an A&E. We're not that stupid in Lewisham.
I'm told that the reforms that are proposed, just in respect of this area, could save in the region of 100 lives.
Rubbish!
There's not one iota of clinical thinking behind these proposals to downgrade the hospital, as we know. So my challenge to the Mayor tonight is, will you finally support the London Borough of Lewisham in its legal action against the Secretary of State and support the campaign to save Lewisham Hospital?
It's quite clear to everybody that these proposals are not clinically led, they're financially led. There is absolutely no evidence that they will lead to clinical outcomes, anything other than negative clinical outcomes. And the Mayor's job is to speak for Londoners. I think in this hall it is clear to everybody what Londoners think about the proposal for Lewisham Hospital. And I say this to Boris, do your job, speak for Londoners, speak for Lewisham residents, and speak out against downgrading Lewisham A&E.
Talk about these 100 lives that are going to be saved when it's already been discredited. And also, Lewisham has an ever-growing population. We need this hospital not to be downgraded. How can you justify this decision?
Okay,
Only an idiot could have come up with this plan for low-risk maternity. Can I just explain why? Because things go wrong during labour sometimes. It happened to me, and my son would not be here with a cord around his neck if you had authorised the reduction of maternity emergency care at Lewisham. And I don't think, Boris, that you want to be part of a Tory party that actually manages to kill women and babies.
Hi, I'm another supporter of the Lewisham Hospital campaign. Boris, I think you should be ashamed of yourself for blindly accepting false data that you've been given. Everybody in this room knows the 100 lives number is completely false. The Bruce PO said that a smaller A&E, which is an urgent care centre, will see up to 75% of patients. Lewisham clinicians wrote to him and said, "Where did you get that number from? That's not the number we got." Gave page and page of clinical evidence. He wrote back to them a 2-page letter, no numbers, said it's not an exact science. That's your clinical evidence that you're experts in. And I just want to finish with a quote from your 2008 manifesto. "I want to see 4 A&E services across London. Those extra minutes in an ambulance could mean the difference between life or death." Do you still stand by
Have you ever come across a business which closes down one of its best performing outlets? Which is what we feel is happening with Lewisham Hospital.
How many affordable homes are you going to make from selling our hospital?
Okay, I want to ask the Mayor if he will accept culpability for the deaths that will incur when 12 fire stations, New Cross and Downham, No, because it'll be houses that are burning, you see, Chair. It'll be houses that are burning, and there'll be no hospitals for those people to go to, because our hospitals are close to. Will he accept culpability for the deaths of those people? He has just spoken so eloquently on behalf of the 100 people whose lives will be saved through closing Lewisham Hospital. Well, perhaps he can speak eloquently now on behalf of all those lives that we've lost through closing of the fire stations and closing our hospital.
With regard to the hospital, I suggest that you read the study on which the claims are based that 100 lives will be saved. This study is being quoted by the Health Secretary time and time again to justify the closure of A&Es across London. Don't rely upon your advisors, read it yourself, make your own mind up. It's disputed, and I suggest that you take note of what everyone's saying here this evening about its validity.
The inequalities of health that are being released because of the rent changes and the benefit changes that other people have spoken about are going to be astonishing. I can see it every day in the surgery, and the equalities assessment that was done as part of the ridiculous consultation about the closure of Lewisham Hospital showed conclusively that health inequalities are going to increase. You do have a direct responsibility for health inequalities. You are ignoring that responsibility. You are a coward in that relationship.
So the message to Hunt is, be afraid, be very afraid. You have roused a sleeping lion.